Alright guys, welcome to the action. If you're shocked, that is a whole bunch of dragons. Uh, we have our solo running samurai, who is 200 plus on his levels. I opted to put a bow on him, just to level with use. And, well, he can't really kill an elder dragon. He gets them below 50%, which triggers the summon a young dragon at the aid, and then the dragon heals and goes back up above 50, and then it starts over again. The last time I stopped the action and counted, there were 35 young dragons on the screen. And so what we're going to do, so I'm going to stop. I need to add a quick action button here. Where did I do? Where is it at? Do weapon swap. I'm going to flip over. I'm going to replace the armor boost, because the only thing that could really jack this up would be if I kill this elder dragon and then all of a sudden he summons either an ancient dragon, which isn't that big of a deal. I can easily take care of them with this guy, or a undead dragon, which all the undead warriors come out and all that goodness. With the screen loaded full of dragons, I hope that doesn't occur, but that would actually be kind of fun. Alright, so now we have our weapon swap skill. I'm going to switch from this bow to a one-handed sword, which should give me the damage output to be able to take this elder dragon down fairly quickly. I'm going to say fairly quickly, and it's going to take a while, mainly because there's so many freaking dragons on the board right now. I actually want to make sure that that weapon swap happened properly. It did. I haven't used weapon swap since the update when weapon swap was actually fixed, but it does work properly. This is what happens when you have a little bit too much time on your hands and you have a what if question lingering in the back of your head. Like, what if I just kept a elder dragon at 50%? You get a whole bunch of young dragons. And this is ill-advisable for anybody like within the normal level range. I say normal, like level 1 to level 50 for just the general playthrough is pretty good. Anything above that, you're certainly grinding out. If you're grinding a whole amount, you can get into the 70s and 80s. I've seen 90s before. If you're doing solo grinding like this, like we've been doing on a couple of videos the past couple of days, you can get several hundred levels on a single character. And it quasi breaks the game. Dungeons of Chaos is balanced for gameplay for levels 1 through 30. A little bit above that, some of the damage parameters, experience, and the parameters kind of taper off a little bit. And this was certainly never anticipated within the development of the game, to have 30 plus dragons on screen at one time with just a single character, no matter what the class was, taking them all on. Now, I would imagine once this actually finishes and we've slaughtered all the young dragons, we've already got rid of the elders, so there's not going to be more coming on screen. The experience should actually be, fairly decent. Because particularly solo, I'm running into about 3,800 to 4,200. That's 3,000, 4,000 experience per battle. That's with a single Elder Dragon and a one young dragon being summoned in, which at the point of like a level 230, it's given me one level per battle still. So this should be quite intriguing to find out what it's going to be. And again, it may take just a little bit to set this up with all 30 plus dragons on the screen. I started the battle, and then when I realized I wasn't going to kill the Elder Dragon with a bow, I just kind of left it. I actually went to lunch with my wife, came back, did a little bit of housework, went and got gas in the car, came back, saw the progress, and decided to start a video. So it's been about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours of just having the samurai sit here pecking at a Elder Dragon with a bow. And if you guys are watching, he does have a lightning attribute. There's a little bit on his weapon, but he's also rolled with the dynamo birth feat. I'll pull that up here for you. Dynamo actually levels up with your character. So at the current point of 232, it's 75 to 176. Fairly reputable for a non-caster and a non-in-game weapon. So it's definitely worth taking Dynamo just for that little bit of extra damage going through. And I'm really curious on what the skill increases actually that'll be. Overall, skill increase per encounter is capped at 1 level. I've seen a couple of 2, but anything over that should be impossible according to the game. I'm going to say it was probably about 2 months ago with the game, or might have been late July thinking about it. There was a patch, or at least it hasn't been patched yet back then, to where you could sit in a fight, particularly with like a stone golem or the angry tree or the Deluan, the evil tree, and use a low damaging weapon and just grind skill proficiencies out. That actually kind of got nerfed. It was overused. You could have a very under-leveled team with very high proficiencies early on, and it was definitely one of those game breakers that it was kind of good that it actually got nerfed and was removed out. But I'm pretty sure any of the skills that is passive for our samurai and any of the cooldown skills that he's been using is going to at least level up once. Alright, he is cranking them out. Slowly but surely, he's knocking them out here. I'm going to pause it and give it a count real quick. 2, 3. Looks like 22. My count was correct. Again, like I said before I started the video, I counted 35 dragons on screen. Give or take one or two being added in, or any of them that might have fled. I haven't been noticing many of them actually fleeing or going out that way, because they normally don't flee unless they're actually very damaged. And a lot of them get locked in place, like this one here. He's body blocked. He's trying to run. He's probably going to bleed to death on his way out. Yep. Now he's trying to get back in the action. I tell you what, he is just bleeding and fluttering around over there. Let's jump over to him and let's finish him off. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to jump back into being. Let's give him a little bit more space here. I'm going to get in the center of the screen. I should be pretty good here. After I kill this one. There he is. Alright. Oh, I used it. I didn't mean to. Went to shadow shift and I accidentally clicked on it and he moved to the same spot he was at. You make a mental note to actually hit it. It looks like that one actually just ran out. That's fine. If they are running out, we're still going to get the experience for that. There's no penalty or loss of experience points earned with them running. It has taken almost 2 hours to develop into a niche pit of dragons. It'll take about 15 minutes to completely decimate them. Alright, we're down to the last 8 or so. There we go. The ones in the corners are going to start bouncing around still. 5. Down to 4. He's running. I'm going to see if we can't taunt him back. Oh, he started to come back. Oh well. Last 2. He runs, bleeds, and there we go. Alright. Gained 2 levels. Only 8,000 experience off of that. A lot less than what I was expecting, but a little better than anticipated. Okay, so it is hard to see because we can't zoom in. Looks like we have shoulder bash, there's nimble, no escape, range, nimble, harden, no escape, shoulder bash, harden, one-handed blade, range, nimble, no escape, tank stance, shoulder bash, tank stance, no escape, one-handed blade, and tank stance. Those are the skill improvements. Now, I was saying this was supposed to be not possible It was possible quite a while ago, and then the skill improvement was actually capped per, but looks like something has either been altered or has been changed, which is okay. Normally you wouldn't see this amount of skill improvements in a battle like that. That is quite a bit of damage. 266,000. 3,600 damage, or 3,600 hit tries at 99%. Of course, we got to have a couple of misses in there. Now, if we look at the fight log, that's 3,100 pages. That is all sorts of goodness. That the game can be stabled at really long fights and still be able to log all of this properly without memory leaks or anything like that. So that is excellent. So let's go ahead and take and leave. We got 20 items and only 4,700 gold. That's actually quite a few items. Probably, yeah, it looks like kind of, that's going to be trash jewelry, but that is okay. There's a handful of them that are, okay, let's see what the most expensive one might be. Get past the unidentified ones. A perfect ring of control. Decent sleep, stoning, and paralysis. Paralysis is nice. Sleep and stoning I don't think have been implemented. Definitely stoning has not been. So it's kind of useless. Let's go ahead and just take these 2 levels. And so that was 30 plus dragons being killed solo-handed by a samurai. Again, this is far and above and beyond normal gameplay. When I say normal gameplay, I'm talking about like what the rest of this team is. Maybe low 40s. Class levels at about 20 in the teens. Definitely not, 234 overall levels and 212 class levels. This is ridiculous. But it is possible, and it is kind of fun. So if you guys enjoy videos like this of just trying to explore the outer limits of the game or see what we can break, give a like and a share if you want to. This will go onto the Facebook page also. Be active in this community. Again, the replay value for Dungeons of Chaos is excellent. Just go out and have fun.